3 judges, 1 verdict, tribunal justice.
Weekdays at 11 on NBC 40.
If you've been hurt at a wreck, call Crocker Law Firm.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us on News 40. I'm Ashley Wilson. Here's a look at what you may have missed this morning. The Justice Department is suing Maine and Oregon over their refusal to turn over voter rolls. The agency's Civil Rights Division says it wants to make sure citizens have equal access to the ballot. It claims federal law requires states to turn over the information. Not everyone sees it that way. Voter rolls include dates of birth and partial Social Security numbers. Some election officials say that raises security concerns. The Constitution gives states primary authority to carry out elections. It's unusual for the federal government to request voter data. Ben & Jerry's co-founder Jerry Greenfield has quit the company after 47 years. In a letter addressing the Ben & Jerry's community that was shared by his partner Ben Cohen on social media platform X, Greenfield said that the company has lost its independence since Unilever curtailed its social activism. Greenfield and Cohen sold their company to Unilever in 2000, and according to Greenfield, were guaranteed the independence to pursue their values. In March, Ben & Jerry's accused Unilever of breaching its merger agreement for ousting its then CEO David Stever over the brand's public comments on progressive issues. In January, the ice cream company alleged that Unilever unilaterally barred a post referencing abortion, climate change, and universal health care because it mentioned President Trump. Unilever has rejected all of these claims. Now let's have a check of our Wednesday forecast with Chris Allen. Chris, how's it looking out there?
Well, it's looking better, Ashley, than it did a couple of hours ago when we had dense fog over the area. Now the foggy areas have dissipated across southern Kentucky and have moved over toward the Cumberland Plateau. I think for the rest of the day, we're looking pretty good as now we're getting some dry air in here after some of the showers yesterday that popped up in a few places and under the clear sky last night that helped develop the fog. And now we're getting a clear view of downtown Bowling Green from Reservoir Hill and the AAA Systems camera. This morning, in between the 6 and 7 o'clock hour, you couldn't even see any buildings downtown at all, but now things are looking much better. Temperatures are on the rise. We're now in the 60s. Pretty much all Kentucky Mesonet locations and dew points have risen now from the upper 50s to mid 60s. There is a light wind now coming out of the east, but even though winds are light now, they are going to ramp up, I think, later this afternoon, which gives rise to the high fire danger. 93 and sunny this afternoon. We'll take a look at your 7-day forecast coming up.
When we say local matters, we mean local matters. Local news. Local weather. Local sports. The stories that matter to you. WNKY News 40, because local matters. You're watching WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Good Wednesday morning and welcome into News 40 at 9. I'm Ashley Wilson.
And I'm Chris Allen. Today, Wednesday, September the 17th, and it was quite foggy this morning.
It was.
A lot of folks saying, I saw on social media, they're like, I can't even see the traffic lights or exits or anything.
It's so interesting because when I was up early this morning to get to the station, it didn't feel as foggy.
No,
and then when I went out to get some coffee right after sunrise, it seemed like the fog had really just come into the area.
Yeah, it rolled in this morning, but it's lightening up right now, and we're getting ready for another hot day. But I've got some updates for you in the 7-day forecast. I'll have that for you here in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Chris. To our top stories now. The WKU Police Department is asking for help identifying an individual related to a property damage case on campus. According to officials, the man seen in the video on your screen threw a rock at a window at the CEC building on Western's campus Monday night. Further details have not yet been released, but if you have any information on this man's identity or whereabouts, you're asked to contact the WKU Police Department. The number can be found on our website at WNKY.com. In Allen County, 27-year-old Cody Black is facing multiple charges after a high-speed pursuit through Scottsville Tuesday morning. The Allen County Sheriff's Office says they received a call from Sumner County about a vehicle that fled from officers in Tennessee and was heading toward Allen County. Deputies spotted the car and attempted a traffic stop, but Black kept going, running a stoplight and hitting speeds over 100 miles an hour. The chase continued into Barron County, where spike strips finally stopped the vehicle. Black was arrested and taken to the Allen County Detention Center on charges of reckless driving, second-degree fleeing or evading police, and more. In Butler County, one man is behind bars after allegedly assaulting a Caneyville firefighter. Our media partner K105 reported that units were dispatched Sunday morning to a vehicle that had struck several mailboxes. The driver, 27-year-old Victor Neal, was found unconscious. A Caneyville firefighter reached inside, put the car in park, and shut off the engine. When the firefighter woke Neal, he became combative and bit the firefighter's finger, breaking the skin. The firefighter was taken to Owensboro Health Twin Lakes Medical Center. Neal was arrested and booked into the Grayson County Detention Center on charges of third-degree assault, DUI, and possession of marijuana. For this week's Wanted Wednesday, the Kentucky State Police is asking for your help locating 46-year-old Linda Houston. Houston stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighs around 140 pounds. She has brown hair and hazel eyes. Houston is wanted for third-degree rape and failure to comply with the sex offender registry. She is a persistent felony offender. Houston's last known address was in Woodburn, Kentucky. If you have any information, contact KSP Post 3 at 270-782-2010. Now let's have a full check of our forecast with Mr. Chris Allen. Chris, that heat is heating up.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much more you can say. It just keeps on getting warmer. It keeps on getting drier. For the second day in a row, we hit a high of 94 officially in Bowling Green, 11 degrees warmer than the normal of 83. 63 was our low, but get this, that 94 to 63, a 31-degree difference. That's because this time of the year, typically, we have the longer nights, shorter days, of course, and that gives a rise to a big temperature swing, which is going to continue to be the case. Those nice, crisp, cool mornings then turn out to be really warm days. Above normal temperatures as summer holds on for the next several days, even as we go into the first day of fall, which is Monday. Notice here, temperatures come down just a little bit as we get some shower activity in here, but not enough to really make a difference. Above normal temperatures will continue for the next 6 to 10 days, and any real deep moisture that could help us out in the drought situation is going to stay well to our south. The forecast calling for 93 this afternoon, sunny, breezy at times with that wind coming in from the southeast at 10 to 15. I've got a complete look at the 7-day forecast and the latest on the tropics coming up in just a few minutes. Ashley.
Thank you, Chris. In more local news, officials with the Allen County Sheriff's Office and the Scottsville Police Department have announced a $100,000 donation from the Elizabeth Turner Campbell Foundation. According to a release, the funding will go toward 3 main areas, following the agencies to join the South Central Kentucky Drug Task Force, installing advanced flock safety cameras throughout the community, and equipping the Sheriff's Office with a state-of-the-art drone package. The foundation says the donation recognizes the ongoing efforts of law enforcement in Scottsville and Allen County to combat local drug issues. And history was made in Barron County on Tuesday. For the first time since the position was established back in 1801, the Barron County Coroner's Office has a building to call its own. The new facility, located at 308 South Franklin Street, comes after a 2-year process since acquiring the property. After 224 years, the coroner's office now has a space designed to better serve the community.
It was history in the making because the Barron County coroner's never had his own individual office here in Barron County, not just an office, but its own location. And we've been blessed here in Barron County to find an opportunity here to provide that and, you know, be given the opportunity for him to do his job even better than he already does.
Having their own location has many benefits for an office that only responds during the worst day in someone's life. One being their own examination room if further tests need to be done. Previously, the coroner had to use an examination room at TJ Sampson Hospital. Another is the privacy it offers to those family members who might want to know more about their loved ones passing. Several popular organizations that reach beyond Warren County came together Tuesday with female leaders sharing resources and valuable information. The Make a Difference Lunch and Learn gave leaders in the community a chance to hear about resources available for people in need. Guest speakers included Janelle Doyle, the Toys for Tots coordinator, and Chessa Montgomery, a Toys for Tots nursing home coordinator. They highlighted upcoming events and stressed the importance of giving to people of all ages. The Toys for Tots nursing home program is a pilot program that's reaching several counties in the area. For more information on how to support the cause, visit our website at WNKY.com. Coming up next on News 40 at 9, it's National Rehabilitation Awareness Week, and we'll learn how one local organization is making a difference.
And checking the tropics, we have this tropical depression, which is likely, with the new National Hurricane Update at 10 a.m., to become Tropical Storm Gabrielle. You can see it's going to make a turn toward Bermuda and away from the East Coast. That would be a good thing. I'll have the latest on our forecast coming up in just a few minutes as News 40 at 9 continues.
There's a reason cops make exceptional DJs.
Freeze! Everybody put your hands in the air. Yeah!
Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
I love you, DJ Popo!
With over $25 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big.
You have the right to remain silent!
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Here at Precision, we want to help you find the right garage door for your home.
My favorite is definitely the Northwoods. It's a cedar plank design. It's got the long planks all the way through it with a little glass going up the side. It's a pretty nice door.
If you use black in the back with a nice black dark tint on there, ooh, we're talking about a good door right there.
Here at Precision, we only do garage doors.
I don't do plumbing. I don't do AC. We don't do trains either. We specialize in just garage doors.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
My name's Jimmy Blankenship. I'm the owner at Guaranteed Pest Control. Been advertising with NKY for around 20 years. We have grown every year since we started, even during COVID. We have a minimum of 5% growth, which is our goal annually every year. My relationship with NKY is a lot more than just business. They have kind of the same focus that we do. It's a hometown station that supports the community.
News 40 weather on the 4s to get you out the door. Whether it's walking the dog or driving to work, we have you covered. Weekday mornings on News 40 Sunrise.
Brought to you by Deborah L. Bros, attorneys at law.
News 40 is broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join us weekdays for the latest news, sports, and weather from across the region. News 40, because local matters.
10 minutes past the hour on your Wednesday morning, and we have your national headlines. Former CDC Director Susan Monarez is set to face a Senate committee this morning, detailing her abrupt firing by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Ryan Nobles reports.
Today, the fired director of the nation's top public health agency set to share her story with Congress. Dr. Susan Monarez, a Trump appointee, was ousted as director of the CDC by Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in August, less than a month after she was confirmed.
I will ensure all recommendations are backed by publicly available gold standard science.
According to a copy of her prepared remarks obtained by NBC News, Monarez will tell a Senate panel that she, quote, was fired for holding the line on scientific integrity, saying the HHS secretary told her he could not trust her, as the two clashed over his efforts to reshape the CDC's vaccine advisory panel. Monarez adding, quote, I had refused to commit to approving vaccine recommendations without evidence, fire career officials without cause, or resign. I told the secretary that if he believed that he could not trust me, he could fire me. Kennedy, a longtime skeptic of vaccines, offered a different account earlier this month.
You tell the head of the CDC that if she refused to sign off on your changes to the childhood vaccine schedule, that she had to resign?
No, I told her that she had to resign because I asked her, are you a trustworthy person? And she said no.
All this ahead of tomorrow's meeting of the CDC's Vaccine Advisory Committee, after the agency said the COVID vaccine is only needed for older and high-risk Americans, prompting more than a dozen states to go around the CDC. The turmoil leading to new uncertainty for doctors and patients.
It's Rehabilitation Awareness Week, and News 40's Carlisle Coppins made a stop at Sky Rehab to learn more about how the hospital is making a difference.
Sky Rehabilitation Hospital is a facility full of resources and staff that provide a long list of services, including a team of therapists, case management, environmental services, and many other faculty members that make up Rehabilitation Awareness Week. And they all serve people no matter what their circumstances are.
We serve our community in that process of rehab. That's a journey. So if somebody has experienced a life event, whether that be a chronic illness or an acute illness or trauma, they come to us as they're trying to find their way back to a new baseline.
The unique healthcare opportunities and the countless success stories offered at Sky Rehab Facility are not limited to people in Bowling Green.
We are the only inpatient rehabilitation center in South Central Kentucky. And not only do we serve South Central Kentucky, but patients that are coming from Louisville or Nashville that want to recover closer to home. We are so unique in that sense.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Carlisle Coppins, WNKY News 40.
September may seem a little late for students to start classes at WKU, but for one organization, it's never too late to learn something new. News 40's Noah Fairber has more on the Society of Lifelong Learning.
This semester we have 60 classes, and we have 2 semesters per year, and it's all for the love of learning. And if you look in this classroom, you'll see 70 eager faces to learn about AI.
Normally when you think of a college campus, you see 20-year-olds partying and getting ready for their final exams and getting their bachelor's degrees. But here at the Nicely Conference Center, the Society for Lifelong Learning is flipping that narrative on its head. As they get ready for their first day of classes, learning about artificial intelligence, they're also celebrating a huge milestone. 10 years of learning for the sake of learning.
There's something really for everybody. And I know for a fact that people who have been attending here, it's changed their lives. They've made new friends, they've learned new things. We've met together and laughed together and gone out together, and it's just been wonderful.
In the 10 years SLL has been around, they've seen a lot of growth, with 70 students signed up for this AI class alone.
We had 19 classes that semester, and like I said, this semester we have 60. So this is an opportunity to scan through the offerings, and perhaps it's something you've always wanted to learn about and never had the opportunity. There's academics, there's how-tos, there's legal advice, there's watercolors, there's just about anything you can imagine. So we certainly enjoy it.
And Vicky loves the social aspect of learning these new things, even as she grows older.
There's just a diverse opportunity to learn things. And as we grow older, I know being social is very important. And this is a great way to achieve that.
In Bowling Green, because local matters, Noah Fairber, WNKY News 40.
That was a look at your local headlines. Now let's send it back on over to Chris for another look at our forecast. And Chris, that drought monitor, it seems to keep going and expanding and not letting up.
Yeah, and we'll get a brand new drought monitor update tomorrow. Every Thursday they do the update, and unfortunately I'm looking for this area to expand not only in size and scope, but some of these severe drought areas like that level 2 that you see back to the west and southwest and to the south of us. I think some of that will move into the Bowling Green, southern Kentucky area, making matters worse as far as that's concerned. I don't foresee us seeing enough rain anytime soon to change what's out there right now. Burn bans do continue to expand. We added Marion County in there yesterday. I foresee some more counties being added to that. And then toward the end of the month, and the 1st of October actually, is when the statewide annual fall burn ban goes into effect for all 120 counties across the Commonwealth. So even if you're not under a burn ban right now, you will be by the 1st of October, and that will go through the rest of the fall and even into the winter months. Right now it's 68 with sunshine after some dense fog this morning. The winds are calm for the moment, but I do foresee us also seeing some winds kicking up this afternoon from the south and east as we get some mixing down of the air above us, and it comes down to the ground, and we'll feel and even see the effects of some of that this afternoon. That's actually going to give rise to a higher fire danger, because when the winds are blowing and you've got the dry ground around us, all it takes is a cigarette butt or somebody burning something outdoors, and that little flame can then turn into a wildfire. That's the problem. Sunny, breezy, warm this afternoon. Any of those renegade showers that some of you picked up yesterday, that's not going to happen today as high pressure sits right over the eastern part of Kentucky. There is a boundary to the north that if that high pressure weren't here, it would help us maybe get a few showers, but all that's going to do, that high pressure is just going to eat away at that front during the day tomorrow. And here we go again, left empty-handed as far as any kind of showers in the short term. The forecast, though, is showing that possibility of a shower or two, but just kind of peppered in for the weekend and the beginning of next week. Until then, toasty warm with highs in the low 90s, upper 80s as we head into parts of the weekend. Here we go on a Wednesday. Let's see who's celebrating a birthday today.
Yes, sir.
When you want to savor that lunch break,
Gotta post this.
Freddy's must be the place.
Don't forget to tag me. Millions of people called us last year in their time of need. Injured, we became the largest injury law firm in the world for a reason. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Don't walk out that door unprepared. Be weather ready with Commuter Forecast. Weekday mornings on News 40 Sunrise. Tune in for the latest conditions and in-depth forecast so you can get where you need to go. Commuter Forecast. Weekdays on News 40 Sunrise.
Boston PD! Stop where you are!
I'm Detective Daniel Reagan, NYPD.
Ready to run it back, Brooklyn?
Try and stop me, Beantown.
The one who found the body?
Only in Boston.
Boston Blue premieres Friday, October 17th, part of CBS Premiere Week, and streaming on Paramount+.
To some people, I'm Mr. Coleman. To others, I'm Dad. Or Papa. To my wife of 43 years, I'm Honey. To the insurance companies, well, I don't care what they call me. But if you've been injured and you ask for my help, to you, I'm just Lee, your lawyer, and it's always my honor to fight for you.
Get using Coleman and get it done.
3 judges, 1 verdict, tribunal justice. Weekdays at 11 on NBC 40.
Did I ever tell you I can do magic?
Magic's not real, Dad.
When you want it fresh and tasty on your schedule, Freddy's must be the place.
Magic.
I know how apps work.
Download the new Freddy's app today.
It is now time for today's Soki Speaks, and joining us this morning is Sabrina Durbin with the Barron River Area Child Advocacy Center, here to talk all about Over the Edge 2025. Sabrina, good morning.
Good morning.
This event is always so fascinating to me because people are literally going over the edge of a building.
Yes, whenever we try to describe it to people, they're like, well, what do you mean you all are sending people over? And so I'm like, we hire a company. We are not roping you in and sending you off the building.
And even though it seems like a wild experience to have, it really is all for a great cause and to bring awareness to what you all do.
It is. So our events, we try to be very intentional about the fundraising events that we have. So Over the Edge, we tell people, they talk about their fear of heights, right? And so then that right there is the mission moment.
Exactly.
We talk about the kids that we serve at the center. They're doing really scary stuff every day, right? And so then, okay, all right, I'll rappel down a 5-story building.
And it happens right downtown in Bowling Green over at Stadium Park Plaza. So for those that may not have experienced this event before, kind of explain what it looks like.
Yes, so this event, and I want to make sure to throw in there, the title sponsor is Humana Healthy Horizons this year, so we're thankful to have them. So the event is put on by them this year, and it's a rappelling event. So it's a 2-day event. Friday, the event kicks off with a VIP luncheon where we really just celebrate all of the sponsors for the event. And that event is sponsored by Med Center Health, and so we have a big luncheon and really just say thank you to all of the sponsors. Later that night, we have a VIP tailgate party where we watch our VIP rappellers, so like our presenting sponsors with FHG, Med Center, some of our larger donors, they kind of have like a private event, right? So they're rappelling Friday night, and we have food, appetizers, drinks, just a fun atmosphere Friday. And then Saturday is the big day. We're rappelling, sending 90 people over from Saturday morning to Saturday afternoon. We start at 8 and we go till about 3. There's somebody going off of the building every 15 minutes.
So is everyone signed up? Do you have everyone you need? And so is it now just the community coming out to support?
Yeah, so we have the capacity to send 92 people over, and right now we're sitting at about 82.
Okay, so a few more people.
And we've had a bunch of businesses donate money and say, hey, I will give the $1,000, and maybe if you find a community partner that wants to go over in my place, because rappelling is not my thing, right?
Right.
So we've had a couple of people pledge $500 or an extra $1,000 to be able to go over or send like a firefighter or a community partner over. So the participation is just amazing. So at this point, we're really just asking people to come out and see what's going on. I think that same day is the ultra marathon right at the ballpark.
Yes, right there.
It's going to be a busy Saturday. So if you want to come out, there's going to be performances. We have the local elementary schools have their jump rope teams, their rock bands, all different things going on throughout the day. We've got a couple of vendors, some bounce houses for the kids. So if nothing else, bring your kids for a good time.
It'll be a great time. And those rappellers, they need that encouragement and they need those cheers. So come on out, support a great cause. It'll be such a fun day. Sabrina, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. We'll be right back after the break, but first, here's a look at what's coming up tonight on the network. WNKY News 40.
Car wreck? Get Hughes & Coleman and get the no-fee guarantee. After your crash, you're probably wondering what to do next. You might be afraid you can't afford a lawyer, but you can. Hughes & Coleman gives you our no-fee guarantee. That means you pay us nothing unless we get money for you. You don't have to face the insurance company alone. Call 800-800-4600 to get our no-fee guarantee.
800-800-4600. 800-800-4600. Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done.
Discover your new favorite musical artists on Marquee Backstage. Join us as we share the life stories, careers, and performances of up-and-coming artists. Sunday nights at 10:30 on WNKY NBC 40.
At Ford's, we're known for quality furniture at affordable prices, like our Amish one-of-a-kind custom-built furniture, made to order with Amish quality in your choice of 35 hand-applied finishes and in your home in 30 days from Ford's Furniture.
Life moves pretty fast, but not at Freddy's. When that first bite hits, you can't help but slow down. The secret to quality time is just quality and time. That's Freddy's.
Mom, what's wrong with them?
That's called quality time. Don't stare.
There's a reason cops make exceptional DJs.
Freeze! Everybody put your hands in the air.
Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
I love you, DJ Popo!
With over $25 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big.
You have the right to remain silent!
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
It is now time for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bank and Trust. Today, we'd like you to meet Sammy. This sweet puppy dog has the best puppy dog eyes you've ever seen. Sammy is super friendly and is down to make friends with anyone she meets, whether that's adults or kids or other dogs. She is down with whoever. And since she's still young, she has a ton of puppy energy, and her favorite activity is playtime. So Sammy would do better in a big yard and with an active family. So if you think Sammy would be the perfect fit for your family, be sure to stop by the Hart County Animal Shelter or give them a call at 270-524-1692. And football season is here and upon us, and we've got a stacked list of football games for you to watch on NBC. We've got at 11 a.m. Maryland versus Wisconsin, at 2:30 Purdue versus Notre Dame, and then at 6:30 Illinois versus Indiana.
And also Saturday over on CBS 40, Michigan versus Nebraska at 2:30, and then it's Washington versus Washington State at 6:30. So pick your games, pick your network. We've got pretty much all of it.
Yeah.
Right here on
Stacked weekend.
Yeah.
We'd love to see it.
It's going to be a warm day, 93. I think it will become breezy this afternoon. Watch that, high fire danger. Next few days, low 90s, a little bit of rain, not enough though, coming in for the weekend and the start of next week.
All right. Thank you, Chris. And thank you all for joining us this morning here on News 40 at 9. We'll see you back here in a bit for News 40 at noon.
There's a reason cops make exceptional DJs.
Freeze! Everybody put your hands in the air.
Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
I love you, DJ Popo!
With over $25 billion recovered for our clients, there's a reason to go big.
You have the right to remain silent!
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
Start your weekend off right with WNKY News 40 Sunrise. Feel Good Friday showcases stories that are sure to put a smile on your face. Feel Good Friday, brought to you by J.C. Kirby & Son.
Name's Red. They call me out here once a year to do a little price cutting.
Nice. Save thousands on select homes at the Red Tag sale.
You're welcome.
WNKY.com. We're always on. WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.